Hi everyone, it's Sunday, August 23rd, time for another HideNet Week in Review. I'm Vera Dordick. So it's hard to believe that we're here in the last gasps of summer and whatever that has meant where you live. And here in the United States, it's the last 2 weeks before Labor Day, which truly marks the end of the summer. Italy and parts of Europe are now fully on vacation, so we don't have a European report, and that won't start back up until the one dated September 4th. So let's start with the United States, where it was a good week for hide sellers. Once again, if prices weren't steady, they were higher, especially where the popular steer selections are concerned. Packers remain well sold, and they're insisting on improvements as much as possible. Regular weight heavy Texas steers this week were steady to higher, selling anywhere from $18 to $20 for 62-64 pound selections. Slaughter for the week through Saturday the 22nd was an estimated 652,000, up nearly 2% from the previous week. The biggest news of the week actually were the combined export sales for the period ending August 13th, which were a stunning 899,000. Combined shipments were again decent, but at 576,800, they were still below the level of slaughter. And in our observations this week, we examined the better hide market that we're seeing and take a look at where that's coming from. From South America, editor Ronald Guiel reports from Brazil that there were some changes in the hide and leather market there. For this week, which might be the last week in a row, that fresh hides were steady at 48 cents in reals per kilo. Wet blue, on the other hand, has already started to creep higher, with the reference price now at US 53 cents per square foot for TR1 full substance. Slaughter's low, so the competition for quality hides is strong, which is pushing the price up. In news from Brazil, the footwear sector is reported to be operating at 52% of its capacity. Almost all the frigorificos in Mato Grosso are in operation, and this state is also expected to see a sharp drop in feedlot cattle this year. From elsewhere in Latin America, Argentina, where the quarantine measures were extended through August 30th, is seeing a slow market. And in addition, workers at the recently closed Curtum CBR are facing an uncertain future because it may not reopen. In this week's report, we also have items on the upcoming virtual industry fair in Colombia, some sad statistics from the footwear sector in León, Mexico, and some information on the devastating effect of the drought in parts of Mexico and the effect on cattle. So that's all we have for this week, and until next week, good night from HideNet.